a beautiful day. A little overcast here in Grass Valley today. Feels like it's going to snow. All right, 7 minutes of marketing inspiration just for you. Today, I want to just share about content repurposing and what the heck does that mean and how do you do it? I was having coffee with my friend today, and they started talking about, oh, I got this email from you about content repurposing, and I loved it so much. I saved it. It's one of the ones that I refer back to. And so I want to give you some steps on how to do it. But first, what the heck is it? So content repurposing is we're all trying to get important info out to our prospects, clients, customers, right? And so once I get on this 7-minute video with you, I could take this video and turn it into other stuff, right? Or if you're ever at an event, so say you're going to speak at the NAB show coming up, or maybe you've got a podcast coming up, or you're at Rotary, or I don't know, wherever you go to talk, give a little talk, you could take that information and use it in other ways. Does that make sense? Makes so much sense, right? All right. So let's just take that and break it down so you can put it to work this week right away. So we've been working with somebody who's giving a presentation in April at the show, and they're going to be giving a, I think, 20-minute talk on a particular technology. So once that talk is done, we're going to take that video and turn it into several things. And now take out your, pen, pencil, take notes, whatever, and write these down if you feel like it. You can take that content, whether it's just a recording of the audio, or you've got a video recording, and turn that into now a LinkedIn article, for example. You can turn that into a blog on your website. You could take the top 3 or 4 points and turn that into an email campaign, maybe 10 points. You could make a 10 email series with really helpful information on that particular topic. Okay. And you can take a still from a video, for example, and maybe one for each of the key points, right? Of course, you've got all your socials, so you can do everything on LinkedIn, your company page, but LinkedIn, also your personal LinkedIn as well, your company Facebook, if you use Twitter, Instagram, any of those. You can also take that same info now and turn it into a guide or a checklist, a PDF, right? And so circling back a little bit to that talk, that presentation, you might have a QR code on every single slide that you're using in that talk during the show and say, hey, we're putting together a report with all this info or a guide with all this info. Go to the QR code and just enter your name and email address. And as soon as we're done with it, we're going to send it to you. You can sign up for an advance copy of this data, this information, this report, these steps. Have that QR code. Also, you could say, hey, text me a keyword. So you can have people pull out their phone and text you the keyword right from stage. So if you're giving that presentation, that talk, you're going to repurpose that content and give it to them after the fact, right, in a different format so they can digest it at their leisure. And so, like, when I'm doing that, I'll use the example right here, and you can try it if you want to. Text the word biz to me, B-I-Z, at my number, 1-530-203-5703, and I'm going to automatically send you this PDF with a marketing master plan you can use. So that would be one that I would give, but you're going to give one on something you're talking about, and you might have it set up to where you're going to say, hey, text me this keyword, and we're just putting the finishing touches on this data, and then we're going to get it over to you, right? So that's another way to repurpose that content. You take your presentation, turn it into something that's really cool that you send to people after the fact, but you can get them to sign up for it right away, right? Gosh, you could even start posting on different platforms that are useful in your industry. So whether that's some type of user group or Quora or wherever you can get out to, do that. And in all of these, have a way for somebody to raise their hand and get more info from you. So like that QR code where someone goes to a form and puts their email address in, or texting a keyword to you where you're going to get their phone number and first name, for example, an email address. So always have a way in your presentations to get people into your list, into your CRM, so that you can start that conversation with them. So repurposing content, if you're giving a talk, if you're doing a video interview. So say you're doing, we do a kind of cool thing with Kit Plus at all the NAB and IBC shows. We do like a sweet package where you do the video and then we take that and repurpose that into a bunch of other assets that you can do. So that's exactly what that package is for. So whether you're doing that or maybe you get interviewed, podcasts, something like that, take that content. And I can just think of 42 things off the top of my head as to where you can put that content, from LinkedIn posts, blog posts, email series, social posts, so many more. Gosh, you can just go crazy. So that is how you can repurpose your content and use it, because we know that you say one thing once, and then you turn around and talk to somebody with a similar question and say it again, and then you meet somebody else who's got a similar question, and so you're saying a lot of the same things repeatedly because people have the same questions and you want to give them that same helpful information. That's why repurposing really works, because you're going to catch people at different times, like when they're ready to hear it. Maybe you're going to catch them on a different platform. Like maybe they like to read it more than they want to see it on a video, or vice versa. So we want to have it in a lot of different ways so the different learning styles are fit. And those are just some things to think about around repurposing content. So think about the next thing that you're doing, whether it's a quick 2-minute video promoting what you're up to, whatever it is. And then maybe just pick, to start out, 3 ways to repurpose that content, 3 ways to take that 2-minute video promoting your product or your appearance at your next show or talk you're doing. Think of 3 ways that you can use that, 3 different ways, and you're off and running. It works great. Let me know if you have any questions. Have a beautiful day. All right. Bye-bye.